Hi guys, I am so sorry for the late start, but I'm here now, I promise. Let's... Ah! I'm gonna switch over and we're gonna start, okay? Okay. Ah! Hello. Hi. Good morning, good evening, good noon, good night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. My name is Mezzonysus. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you guys again, and I am so sorry for the super late start today, both for delaying the stream and for being late to the delayed start time. Today is just not my day. Whoo boy. Okay. But anyway, um, let me start by asking a quick question. Can y'all hear the music? Can y'all hear that? I hope the answer is yes. If it is no, please let me know. I am working on a few new settings. I've been having a lot of weird technical difficulties with uh getting music to play on my drawing streams in particular for some reason. So I'll figure it out eventually. But if you can hear the music, great. It's super chill. I am gonna lower the volume on it just a little bit on my end though, because while it's nice, I can't even hear myself, which is crazy, because I'm loud. But anyway, moving on. Today, I am taking up a challenge that was issued to me a couple of streams ago, I think a week or two ago at this point. I was asked by a lovely friend and repeat chat visitor, Nickel, to draw the RPG Maker horror trio, and was not given any other details as to which characters I should draw or what I should draw them doing or any other context or anything. So I picked out what I thought was the RPG Maker trio, and well, I decided to sketch out what I thought worked. And if you'll give me 2 seconds to pull it up, because it's in here somewhere. Where did I put it? There it is. I will reveal my sketch, and we will line and color it today here in stream. And 1, 2, 3, ta-da! This is what I've got so far. It's just a rough sketch, but I have kind of sort of decided, I guess, that that when I hear RPG Maker Horror Trio or RPG Maker Trio or like anything referencing like the RPG Horror Maker genre, these are the girls that I think of. And these lovely little ladies right here are going to be Aya from Mad Father here in the center, over here. Oh, I have my eraser tool on. That's not what I want. But yes, we've got Aya from Mad Father in the middle. We have Marutsuki from Yumaniki off to the left, and to the right, it's going to be Viola, the protagonist from The Witch's House. These three girls and their games kind of like were a big part in defining the RPG Maker horror like genre of games, and like their games sort of defined like what kind of features and gameplay and like story elements go into like their era of RPG Maker horror games. So like they're the ones that I think of when you ask me for like a trio. So I'm gonna work on lining them now. And stop talking. Well, still talking. Can you tell I'm all over the place today? It's been a day. It's been a day, guys. Speaking of, how was your day? I hope that everybody is having a nice Friday. Um, it's Friday for me anyway. If it's not Friday for you, I'm hoping you're having a nice Thursday or a Saturday or whatever day it is. I just assume that you might be a day or two into the future. But yeah. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and line Marutsuki, um, the protagonist from the game Yumaniki. Now, this isn't a game that I've played on stream yet, and I don't know if I will. Who knows? We'll see. But I can tell you a little bit about the game and about Marutsuki as a protagonist. Um, the game is like essentially you play as Marutsuki, who is a hikikomori or a NEET. She's like a shut-in, um, who doesn't leave her room. Like you literally can't leave her bedroom, which is like the starting location of the game. And like the only thing you can do is go to sleep and dream. And when you are when you are in this dream, you kind of sort of wander around into like different doors that lead into different like styled worlds, and like collect different effects or like keys, and I don't really know like what they do or like where they lead to once you collect all of them. um and like there isn't really a lot else that I can think of to say about the game, because like that was kind of it. You weren't really given any sort of like direction on what to do or where to go in Yumaniki. There's no dialogue. There's no story. Um a lot of the like story and lore behind the game that you can find online is like most of it is like fan speculation based off of little things that you find in the game if you look hard enough. Um because like I said, there's no like there's no dialogue or narration or like or anything. There's no words in this game. Um, it's just you and Marutsuki and the vast expanse of her dream world. Um, which some people find really, 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 really cool and really, really interesting. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as RPG horror games go, Marutsuki's is Numeniki. While it's like a defining game in the genre and like one of the first of its like era, it's not my favorite. Um, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that at some point somewhere from someone. But yeah, Yumaniki was not my cup of tea. Um, a really really good friend of mine, actually one of my best friends, was the one who introduced me to it, and they love Yumaniki. They love Marutsuki as a character, and I think that's awesome because the game itself, like the concept of it and the execution of it, is very interesting. I honestly just got bored after wandering around and not knowing what to do for a while and getting very, 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 very lost. Um, but yeah, it's not a bad game, and some people find it really, really fun. It's just not my cup of tea. Um, I do find it interesting though that like none of the like story and lore like is actually something that exists in the game as like dialogue or anything. It's literally just people's guesswork, which is kind of cool just to see how like a fandom can interact with a piece of media and create so much from it, you know? I like that about you, Maniki. Um, yeah, it's it's an interesting game, and like, even though it's not my favorite, I would still recommend that people give it a try. Just because, like I said, it's not my favorite, but it's not a bad game. Um, and like you can find it in like the original like Pixel 2D version, and I think there's a 3D version that came out a while back. Um, so like you could try it in 3D if the original if the original 2D isn't like something that you vibe with. All right, now I'm no good at hands, but I'm going to try my best here. Do 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 do. Um, I'm definitely glad that I took the suggestion to do the sketch prior to the stream. Um, just because now it gives me more time to like line it and actually like show you guys not only something more detailed that I've drawn, but like a bit more of like my coloring and shading process, which has been undergoing some changes recently. I'm oh my god, I'm terrible at shading. It is my least favorite part. Um, like I love coloring, but like shading a piece is my absolute least favorite part of drawing. Um, which I think is a shame on my end. Boo me. Because shading a piece like can really bring it to life. Where flat colors fail, shading ascends and transforms a piece. I think um, it's just too much guesswork for me. I think like I like having a clear, concise plan, and so yeah, I prefer like flat colors or like I love line art actually. I really enjoy lining um sketches cuz like the layout's already there. All right, and we're going to do a little bit of Aya's bow just so like I can have that border. Just established. So I'm going to line the whole thing in one go on one layer. Um, Sometimes I use more than one layer for line art, like just so I don't like go over and erase things that I've already done um, that I like when I'm lining a new part. But yeah. Alrighty. Let's go in here. um, let's see. Talking a little bit more about Yumaniki. I mentioned before that the like objective of the game, like the only thing that I could consider an objective because it's all I know to do, um, is finding these things called effects um, scattered throughout the different worlds in Maratsuki's dreams, right? And like they're all different like items you can pick up that when like you pick up and equip them, they do different things. Like there's a knife where Madatsuki holds a knife. That one's self-explanatory. There's a cat one that gives her little cat ears and a tail. There's I think one that gives her a little witch's broom to ride that lets you move faster. Um, there's one that turns your head into a lamp, which I think is pretty bizarre and like on point for this all being a dream. So it's very, very cool to me to just have that like strange factor in there, you know? Alrighty. You'll see me do this a lot when I'm lining too. Like if I have a line cross over a border I don't want it to cross, um, I'll like go back and erase the excess like before I move on and do anything else. Alright, we'll give Madatsuki's socks a little bit of volume here. Do 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 do. Puff them out just a little bit because nobody's knee sock stays at knee height for long. Maybe thicken that line up just a little bit. Alrighty. Do the same over here. Okay. And now I'm gonna do the little decal on her shirt, which, like I said, if I do details like this. Ah, hey Mew, good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could make it. As you can see, today we're doing a little bit of drawing. I got asked to draw the RPG Maker trio, so I'm doing my best to interpret that in what I think is my best guess. I'm hoping Nickel shows up to the stream eventually, so I can get their opinion as to how far off I was from what they were imagining. Where's my eraser tool? I need to make that a little bit bigger. Okay. Right, are we saving recovery information? Yeah, we are. I see. Are you off work today, Mew? That you're able to make it. I know you haven't shown up to the past few, so like, I was very pleasantly surprised to see you today. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you're here. Ah. All right. Hold on. Before I do that, I'm gonna. There we go. Transfer the other border to the lower layer, so I don't have to worry about that. Dun, 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 and just erase the excess lines here. Hooray for having multiple layers. Don't have to erase anything. All right. There we go. Ah, I see, I see. Well, congratulations for not working a double today. And like I said before, we are happy to have you. All right. So, my dear sweet friends, that's 1 out of 3 done. 2 to go. All right. Next one that I'm going to line, I'm just going to go side to side and then hit up the middle, is another one that those of you who have not played the game before and have been watching my streams will probably be unfamiliar with, because I also haven't played this game yet. This sweet little looking thing right here is Viola. She is the protagonist of The Witch's House. And the character that you play as you climb your way up to the top of a very mysterious manor that is actively and completely and totally trying to kill you. And yes, Mew, the one in the middle is Aya from Mad Father. Good guess. And the fact that you were able to get it so quickly means that I did my job in drawing her by design. So I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. But The Witch's House and Mad Father both brought more of like a story element to the RPG Maker, the RPG horror genre when they were released. I think Mad Father was released first. Don't quote me on that though. I cannot remember to save my life. But when they were released, they they brought more of a story element and like the dialogue that Yumaniki was lacking when it was released into the genre, as well as like introducing the idea of like puzzles and traps and like death sequences into the genre. And there were other games that did that all came out around the same time as well. If I remember correctly, Eve came out before both of these games and also introduced both of those elements into the genre as a whole. But oh boy, did The Witch's House do a really good job of like throwing traps and like jump scares and like an actual somewhat spooky element into the genre with that house that I mentioned before, that is actively trying to kill you as you go through it in this game. I definitely think that I will be playing this game at some point, just because it is another game that I really enjoyed playing back when I first started getting into this genre. And one that'll be fun to go through and, like me, Sao, find all of the, like, hilarious deaths and the not so hilarious deaths and kind of, like, just, like, talk about them, you know? I think it'd be fun. Well, thank you, Mew. I do appreciate that. That you think I did fabulously. Uh, I am simply here to do my best, play game, and yeah, play my play my best, do my best, play game, draw, and yeah, I'm trying. As usual, I can't English. Alrighty. Delete. Delete. I sound like Terumigami. Delete, 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 delete. Anybody seen Death Note? The English dub of it anyway? I actually haven't. I've only ever seen clips from the English dub of Death Note, and that was one of them. That guy's introduction, and oh, those deletes. Oh boy. Thank you for understanding, friend. Alrighty. Viola, like Madatsuki, also has cute little braids. We love them braids. They're adorable. I almost like feel like I'm drawing like the ends of little hearts when I make braids. I think it's cute. I like it. And Viola's braid ends in a little bow. Now, when we go to color this, I will have to look my references back up because I will admit I did a silly thing and I did not have those references pulled up prior to the stream. So while I can line this just fine, I will have to pull those references back up so we can go ahead and color them properly. And you did. I see. Well, no spoilers, okay? I plan on playing those games eventually. I just have to replay the original Dot Hack series first. Oh my god, what a throwback. Aha! Fire Emblem Three Houses existed in GU before we even knew what Three Houses is. No, I won't put that line there. Alrighty. Got the other end of Aya's bow inked here. And there was a detail I forgot in the sketch. But Viola has some cute little ruffles here that I will not neglect to put in this time. Because like I said, they're real cute. Okay, let's erase this really fast and open that up a little. Alrighty. Zoom out a little bit more and get her arm. You and me both, Mew. I am a big fan of ruffles and ribbons and frills on designs. I don't know if I've said this before in a previous drawing stream. If I have, then apologies for repeating it. But if I haven't, I am going to state for the record right now, live and in color, black and white line art, live, that I am a big fan of anything that looks remotely like a magical girl. If it breathes like a magical girl, talks like a magical girl, has a costume design like a magical girl, it is probably something that I am in love with. Magical girls and mermaids. That's me. That's my jam, dog. My jam. Broski. Oh god, I'm so awkward. But yeah. Love me a good, cute, frilly pink or blue or purple or whatever, something or other. I'm all for it. Alrighty. And Viola has a bow back here too, but it's going to be a little bit harder to see around Aya's bow. Which is okay. Nope, I'm gonna do this. Alrighty. And we'll transfer that down. And then get the rest of this arm. Nope. Alright. the start of her dress here, because it carries down a little bit. All right. Sure, I'll remind you later, Mew. I definitely think that I'm gonna play The Witch's House on stream for you guys at some point. It won't be the next game I play, cause I have already decided I'm gonna play Cat in the Box next. Cause I think that'll be fun, and I've never played it before, so you guys will get to see like my brand new like first time reactions. Which I think will be fun. All right. And now we have 2 of 2 lined, or 2 of 3 lined, and parts of Aya's bow. All right. Now let's go ahead and sketch our final girl. Literally, final girl. Ah, hey, Nickel, there you are. You're just in time. The 3 gals. Okay, so I need you to know that I did my best in trying to pick and figure out who you meant by the RPG Maker Horror Trio, and these guys were the ones that I wound up settling on. Just because of like the influence their games and their presence had in like the genre for RPG Maker horror games as a whole, and like I don't know, when I think of the genre, these 3 are the characters that come to mind first. A bunch more come to mind, but like these are the 3 that come to mind first, so these are the ones that I picked to draw. I gotta know, Nickel, since you're here, how close was I to guessing? I see. 2 out of 3. Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right. I see. I gotta know though, who, if not Marotsuki, were you thinking of when you brought up the idea of a trio of RPG horror protagonists? Because I'm kind of curious. I've honestly been hoping that you would show up so that I could drill your mind and ask you, since you were the one who sort of inspired this challenge today that I'm doing. Ah, I see. So Ebe was the one that you thought of. That's fair. That's fair. Ebe was also a pretty influential game in the series, in the genre. And the protagonist for The Witch's House's name is Viola. Since you said you forgot. Figured I'd help with that one. Honestly, I thought about putting Ebe in here. I genuinely did think about putting Ebe in here, but like Marotsuki and Yumaniki are such big names for the RPG Maker horror genre, and I felt like it was appropriate to put Marotsuki, the Yumaniki protagonist, in here. Cause like all 3 of their games were like big influences on like how the genre operates and puts their games together, and I think I've probably said this like 3 or 4 times at this point, but that's okay. If you guys want more of like the history of like the genre and like how these games influenced it and how other games in the genre influenced it, I believe the name of the YouTuber who I got some of my information from is Thaf9. he's got some videos out like that talk he's got a lot of videos that talk about this genre, and like he does playthroughs of some of the games as well, um that are very informative and also kind of really funny to watch. um so I would definitely recommend looking up his channel, um cuz he's really cool. Yes, 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 his stuff is really good. So I'm just gonna like plug him here. I might put a link to his channel in the video description in post, um, just so that you guys are able to find him a little bit easier, since I'm mentioning him. So I think he's cool. Um, so like, I'd be down to do that kind of plug. All right, let's get that hair drawn. Um, but yeah, we've just been chilling here drawing and talking about these games a little bit. Um, to do to do. Always be plugging. Yeah, there's a plug in here everywhere somehow. I'm sure. I'm advertising one thing, if not another. Ah, you don't hear the music. Okay, that is very good to know. Cool, cool, cool. Give me just a second to try something, actually. All right. How about now? Do we hear the music now, friends? I gotta know. Inquiring minds want to know. Can you hear the music that Mezzo is playing? I have been having such difficulty with getting music to play during my drawing streams in particular, for some ungodly reason. Heck yeah! Alright! We figured it out! Okay, so like when I have OBS open, it looked like the audio was coming through like two or three different sources. So I had most of them muted and left one that I thought the music was coming through open, in hopes that, you know, maybe it actually was open and the music was coming through. Uh Oh, you're good. No worries. I expected the slight delay. It's all good. Uh, I ask questions and interact expecting that slight delay at this point. Like, it's perfectly fine. It's something that I am very much used to. Oh, but yeah, I've I finally got it figured out. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that we were able to figure out the music. Oh my god, Willow is a godsend with sound. Willow is an absolute godsend with sound. Speaking of Willow, and speaking of sound, I mentioned it at the end of my last stream on Wednesday. Um, but I have a small announcement that I'll be making at the end of this stream today. You guys are gonna have to stick around to the very end to find out what it is, because I'm not talking about it until the very end. Um, but I will leave what I have said so far as a potential hint, um, to what that announcement might be about. You can guess from context clues, but I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong until the very end of the stream. You won't get it out of me any sooner. Alrighty. So just stay tuned until the end, my friends. In the meantime, uh, I have been attempting to promote myself. I just haven't been doing it as much as I probably should. That is very true. Um, so I guess I will do a little bit of plugging and promoting right here. Um, you guys can see in the bottom right, bottom left. Sorry, the bottom right is where I am. In the bottom left of my screen here, is gonna be all of my social media, that you can reach me on. My Twitter, my YouTube channel, and my Coffee account. Um, Especially on Twitter, is a great place to reach me if you are interested in commissions. um, because I also do art commissions. And my pricing and like examples of some more of my work are up on Twitter right now. Um, so at the behest of my lovely friends in chat, I hope my coffee is working. To be completely honest with you, I haven't heard any updates from PayPal after the issue that I was having, other than a bunch of people who were having similar issues to me were finding that their PayPal accounts were getting closed, which mine hasn't yet. So I will be checking that out after stream today, and making sure that that is up and going. Because Nickel, I think you owe me $5 for doing the bad end of Eve first. Ah, all right. Oh, really? Yes. The super chats. Yes, I do know about that. Unfortunately, you have to be, I believe, an affiliate in order to use super chats, which I'm not yet. I'm still working my way up there. I've got to get a certain number of subscribers and a certain number of watch hours. Um, so, I unfortunately can't use the super chats here on YouTube just yet. But when I can, I will be unstoppable. Unstoppable, I tell you. um, but yeah, soon, but not yet. Trust me, pet. Mezzo knows best. Oh, that's a song I should cover at some point. Mother Knows Best is a great song. The prereqs, as far as I know, are I can't remember the exact amount of hours watched on your video content. Um, but I do know that you have to hit 1,000 subscribers, and then you have to have a certain amount of watch time within a year's time, if I remember correctly. Um, so those are the prereqs that I remember. If there's anything else aside from that, I am unfortunately not remembering them off the top of my head. But yeah. Alrighty. Back to our sweet, sweet Aya over here. I decided to draw Snowball. I forgot to give him his eyes, though. Not very good with animals, though. I'm still working on those. Still working on those a little bit, but I think he came out pretty okay. We'll go ahead and just give him his eyes right here. Looks kind of silly, but that's okay. I like him. I like him. I like you, Snowball. Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it. Alright. No, not that way. Alright. Alrighty. And over here. Make it look like Snowball is hold. because Snowball is hold. Okay. Kind of curious, what part of Mad Father, now that we've played it together, was your guys' favorite part of the game? Like what aspect of it? Was it like the puzzles or like the story, or was there a particular scene that you enjoyed, or like a certain death animation that you thought was really neat? By all means, share in the chat with me what you thought was your favorite. For me, I think my favorite part of Mad Father, me freaking out. Okay, Mew. Real smooth. I think my favorite part of Mad Father, I love the lore and the connection of the universe between Mad Father and Misao. Yes. It's not my favorite aspect of it though. I think honestly, like I think what I liked best about Mad Father in particular was like all the little optional side things. Well, I guess they're not really optional. Like, you needed them to get all the gems to get, like, the true ending, and some of them you needed for, like, story progression. But, like, I love the, like, what they call side quests in the game, where, like, you go around, like, putting some of those spirits to rest and, like, saving them from Aya's father, essentially. Like, reuniting the mother and daughter, or, like, finding the little blind girl's eyes. Oh, Aya's walk cycle's really cute, too. Oh my gosh, the animations for her movements were so good. I love those. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, here we go. I moved this line down too early. Unless I actually drew it on this layer. I probably drew it on that layer. Alright, here we go. Oh, the song stopped? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We're gonna fix that. Alrighty, how are we doing here? Hello? Where did my music go? Ah! Oh, man. Man. Wait. I think it's back. I think. Wait, is it?
Emails that get the job done. You need to think about more than just grammar and spelling. This sentence
Do we have it?
Correct,
Do we have it?
but it's wordy and hard
Has it
to
returned
read.
to us?
It undermines the writer's
Has it
message
come
and
back?
the word choice is bland.
Is
Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft
I'm gonna raise the
compelling,
volume a little bit.
understandable writing that makes an impact on your reader.
There we go.
Much
There we
better.
go. And I'm gonna lower
Grammarly
my
works where
volume
you
just a little
work,
bit.
on your computer
There we go.
or your phone.
All right.
Imagine what you
All
could
right,
do
all right, all
with
right.
the secrets of the world's best writers at your fingertips, anytime you need them.
No,
Are you ready
you
to give it a
shouldn't be
try?
hearing an ad, because There's no ads playing on my end.
Installation is
That's weird. Hold on. I'm going to,
you ready to be heard? Learn
gonna do something different. I'm gonna do something different. Alright. I will get this to work, I swear. There we go. This is so weird. This is so weird. Why are you not working? Please? Please work? Alright. I have everything that is necessary to stream open. It looks like I have it working now, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the confirmation, Nickel. I appreciate it. Alright. Oh, gotta love the audio issues. That's gonna be weird to try to edit and post. That's gonna be really weird. Well, now I know to get the audio going ahead of time. Oh yeah? I would love to hear those theories at some point in time. Maybe not at this particular moment, but I would love to hear them at some point in time. See what we can do about working the kinks out of this stream. Oh, let me tell you. Please. No more issues. I just want to draw with some chill music in the background and let life be good. I see. Music gets a little choppy when I draw. Yeah, it might honestly just be Clip Studio. Oh boy. I don't want the issues to say hi. Alrighty, let's get the last of your hair drawn in. Aya, my dear. Aya. Every time I hear her name, all I can think of is, like, her dad calling her right at the start of the chase scene. And it just drives me nuts. Oh my gosh. I ought to, really, honestly. I need something with a better processor. Definitely something with a better graphics card so I can run bigger games. Because what I have right now is nice, but I am very sorely aware that my setup is not the best for streaming. Da 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 da! We have them lined! Hooray! I see. 25-8. I see. Alright. And now is the best part. After a short break from our sponsors. No, just kidding. I am gonna take like a 2-second break here. Nickel, we will talk shop after stream for sure. But I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta go use the restroom and do a little stretch, and you guys should do the same. And when I come back, we will get some color done. BRB, everybody. Okay. Hello. I have returned. All right. And now that I have returned, let's get back to the drawing. I'm going to save my progress here real fast, and we're going to start with some color. I'm going to real fast pull up some references of each of these girls. So that I can either do some color dropping or make some approximations. Alrighty. I'm gonna copy this image and I'm gonna just paste it here. We'll ignore the fact that it's taking up like a good portion of the drawing really fast. Alright, got one for Aya now, and then let's grab one for Viola. Alrighty. There we go. We have some color references we can work with now, which is awesome. I'm gonna quick move these around. Oh, wrong layer. Whoops. Okay. Quick, just move these down to like the bottom corner. Oh, LOL, that worked really well. Okay, there we go. I'll line these bad boys up, keep them on a reference layer for now for colors. And I like to do colors one piece at a time. I usually almost always start with the skin. So I'm going to do that here as well. And go ahead and start with Madatsuki's skin. I normally like using the turnip pen for coloring in Clip Studio. But I'm gonna go different and go with the Real G pen today. The Real G. Actually, wait, hold on. What am I doing? I can make this so much easier. Auto select. There we go. Actually, let me go back with the normal G pen. I like the normal G pen best. It is a real G. It is a real G. Alright. I've been doing this lately when it comes to like coloring bits and pieces at a time, and then like going back and filling in small gaps here and there that didn't get selected in the like collective coloring sequence. Because it helps me fill in big areas a lot faster. Work smarter, not harder. Alright, now we're gonna select her hand. And go back to big color. I try to remember to use the hotkeys too, but I don't always. I'm actually not really great with remembering the hotkeys. I think W is the auto select. Heck yeah, it was. I was right. Woo! Little victories. Okay. So get that colored in. Change our size real fast so I can get that little portion there. And fill in little corners. And W again so we can get the last leg. Alrighty. Make sure the corners are filled in. You always want to double check and make sure your corners are filled in. Because you never know when you might have missed a pixel, and it'll wind up looking really weird when you shade it and that pixel is completely white and you're like, what? Another thing I also normally do that I'm not doing here is I do like a base layer for coloring. So like I'll do like one solid single color for everything, and then all of my colors after that are like in a folder that's like on a clipping layer. Helps me color inside the lines a lot easier. But the selection tool that we're using is working just as well. Oh, how did that end up? Okay. Alright, next we'll do Aya's skin. Best place to get an accurate skin tone not affected by highlights is right about here. At least I think so. Because like nobody really does the lower cheek in like a highlight or like a shade half the time unless the light source is, you know, in that general direction. Alright. Start with that. There are definitely plenty of really cool ways to do stuff. You are absolutely right, Nickel. I am still learning them. I am a complete and total novice with Clip Studio. I will openly admit. I've been using the program for a while now, but like I'm learning something new every single time I draw. Like, for example, if anybody wanted to teach me a hotkey for changing my brush size, that would be fantastic. If anyone knows one, hit me the heck up, please. Please. Alrighty. Let's see, and I think I have Aya's hands down here too. Yeah, I do, okay. Have I? That's a good question. Oh! Oh my stars and garters! It works. It worked. It worked, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. Oh, I'm so happy. Heck yeah. See, what I tell you, I learn something new every day. Mind does, in fact, equal blown. I'm powerful. I'm powerful. Oh my gosh. Look at what you've done. There's no stopping me now. Alright. Here we go. I am gonna have to eventually put this... I'm gonna just actually try to... This is like my 4th attempt to put this reference layer over the line art so that I can actually see it. Alright. Viola. There we go. Let's get your skin going. And then we can move on to the next layer, which genuinely is going to be the hair. Like, I will be flat out honest with you right here, right now, guys. I do the skin, and then I do the hair, and everything else normally comes after. Sometimes I do the eyes in between. Sometimes. Alright. Do. Sometimes. But most of the time, I will color the skin, then I will color the hair, and then I will do everything else. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go in and get all the little corners I missed up here. Fill in all these details. Ugh. Alrighty. Let me while I'm working on this. Another thing that I do a lot of while I'm coloring, very specifically while I'm coloring, is like if I notice some extra little bits of black or like mistakes I've made in the line art, I tend to go back and correct those while I'm in the middle of coloring. Because otherwise I forget about them, to be honest with you. Also, Mew, sorry for the delay in my response, but it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that either of them have roles in anything that I remotely am interested in. Like the Dot Hack games, for example. Liam O'Brien and Yuri Lowenthal follow me everywhere I go. Anything that I've ever gotten into, one and or both of them has a part in it. Like, without fail. Which I'm not complaining, because they're both very, very talented men. They're in everything I like. Alrighty. Let's get that here. And then fix this little bit of line art right here. Alright, now back to coloring the last bit of the skin. And I'll just do these last few bits by hand instead of like using the selection tools, just because they're small. Don't gotta worry about nothing here. Alrighty. Oh, one more little mistake in the line art that I see that I'm gonna fix right there. Alright. Cool. Skin is done. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get all their hair colors done. And we'll go from left to right and start with Marotsuki. Like we've been doing, you know. Alrighty. This bracket tool is very helpful. Very helpful. I'm so happy that I was introduced to those hotkeys today. You're all good, Nickel. No worries. Mew is usually at work around this time too. But yeah, regardless of what you guys are up to, thanks for coming to hang out with me today. I very much appreciate seeing you guys in stream, in the chat. Because it's real cool to be able to get to talk to you guys while I'm doing stuff. Alright, and if you see me moving around a lot at all, it's because my head is constantly like turning between the keyboard and the screen. And I'm not actually like looking to see how that translates to Lorelei's movements over there. Please, please, thank you, there we go. So, if she's moving funky, it's because I'm moving funky. Sorry, guys. Alrighty, looks like we're saving some recovery info, which is cool, cool, cool. Please do that. I hope your new job goes well, Mew. Alrighty. Almost got... Yeah, now we can go back and fill in the little places. Okay. Oh, and I guess that gap up there too. We'll start from the top and work our way down. Do 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 do. There we go. Alrighty. Gonna adjust that here really fast. And over here. And then for a second, I'm actually gonna go back to the skin layer here. She's just having a boogie. She's dancing. Alright. We got Marotsuki's hair done. Now, I'm gonna do... I don't need to eye drop Aya's hair. We know what color Aya's hair is. Aya's hair is black. So I'm gonna do not completely like black, but like a just slightly off black. Cause that'll make it easier to like shade later. Alrighty. My tools are delayed over here. gonna just do my best with what I got. Fill in these little blank spaces here. And then go back and fill in the holes after. Oh. Alrighty. Here we go. Fill in some blanks here. Alrighty. Let's see. What can I continue to talk about with you guys? I am still mastering the art of conversation, as you can see. I have yet to perfect it. But when I do, I shall be the ultimate being. No, I'm kidding. It's funny, actually, that I wanted to start streaming and doing all this stuff because I'm actually not like a super like out there kind of person. I'm actually relatively introverted and have a really hard time talking to people like at length like this. So I'm working on it and I'm getting better at it, but it is something that is actually relatively difficult for me to do. Not that it's an excuse for a lack of conversation, because I'm streaming. I should be conversing. But like, just a little fun fact about me. I am actually not the greatest conversationalist in the world. But I figure that that's okay. Because I'm able to interact with you guys pretty nicely, I think. And we bounce off of each other well enough, you know? Alrighty. I think I'm just gonna like free color the rest of this part, the rest of her hair, instead of like doing the selection tool, because the selection tool is only getting like small chunks at a time. So I'm gonna go around and fill in the corners and then just like free color by hand the last bits of her braids. Do. Alrighty, here we go. There wasn't a lot left to do anyway, so it's all good. Alright, so now I have to fix a small mistake in the line art that I just noticed. She didn't have a second end to her braid. But that's okay, we'll get that fixed right quick. we're just gonna I drop that hair color again and go back in here and finish that off. And it was like nothing wrong ever happened. Ta-da! Okay. There we go. Now that the hair's done, I'm going to move on to my next usual step and do the eyes. I normally start by doing the eye whites and then doing the pupils separately. And I do like a really light blue-gray for the eye whites. So I don't do pure white because it's a lot more I don't necessarily want to say natural looking, but I think it feels right doing it in a blue instead of a pure white, and it's also easier to shade and tint. So blue it is. Alright, we got eyes, eye whites. Now we get violas. Alright, erase the excess down here. And up at the top, just make sure there's none. Okay, and once we do that, it is time for the pupils. And we can check our references. I know Aya has really pretty blue eyes, but I don't remember Viola's eye color. So let's look at our references real fast. Okay, so Viola's are green. Neat. And I'm just gonna yoink that blue from here and maybe make it a little brighter and a little more vibrant. Alrighty. I get very easily lost in music, don't mind me. Alright. I'm liking how this looks, and when we go to shade, I'll add in the details for the eyes. But in the meantime, let's get the base color for Viola's eyes. I'm gonna make hers a darker green because they look to be like a pretty dark green to me. Alrighty. There we go. And Marotsuki's eyes, we don't need to worry about. I genuinely actually do plan on finishing this piece this stream. I don't want to leave this half finished. So I'm gonna do my best to try to get it done during stream today. Alright. Alright, here we're gonna split things up a little bit further. I'm gonna go ahead and what I usually do is I'll go and do the clothes based off of color. But I'll have to split it up a little bit further right now, and we'll do it by character as well. So right now I'm gonna grab the pink from Marotsuki's sweater and I don't know if you can see it very well unless I lean all the way over here like this. But I did label that layer Motto Pink. So I'm going to be doing my normal routine of going by color, but also splitting it up between characters as well here, since we're doing multiple characters in the scene. Because it just makes it easier for me to split it up by color. Makes it easier to color pick and shade later too if they're on separate layers. And that's just genuinely the way I like doing it normally. And I will definitely post this finished piece, the piece after the stream, like when it's done and everything. For sure, for sure. Alright. Let's zoom in a little bit and take care of the deets. Fill in all the remaining white spaces here on the sweater. I know people usually draw Mezzonysus's sweater a little bit, lighter of a pink than this. But like, I kind of like the darker sweater for her. I think it works. Alrighty. Fill in this little corner down here. Alrighty. And this area would have had to be one panel at a time. Unless we do it like this. So I'm gonna do it like this. Alrighty. There we go. Alright. Sweater done. And then let's see. Mezzonysus, what other colors do we have to worry about on you? We've got the purple of your skirt and then the red and black and white details. So we'll go ahead and do our next layer as Motto Purple. And get her skirt done. And I think, let me look at that reference again real fast. It doesn't really show her legs in this sprite. So I'm gonna do the knee sock, I think, in the same purple color as her skirt. To save us some time and for like cohesiveness of the outfit, I think doing that'll make it match nicely. And it'll be cute. Alright. Here we go. Seems like somebody agrees with my decision. Alright. Oh, no, go the other way. I want a bigger brush size here. Alrighty. And now I want a much smaller brush size. Alright. There we go. And now she's got a few tiny, tiny little details that are all in red. So we're going to go ahead and pull that red and finish Marotsuki off by doing those little details and then doing the checkerboard pieces in the pattern. Thanks, Nickel. I do really appreciate the tips and tricks, and if there's anything else that I want to know or find myself interested in learning, I'll be sure to hit you up. I appreciate it. Sweet of you to offer. Alrighty. Here we go. Now, I could have used the select tool on this. I probably should have. But, like, it was a small area, so I figured why not. And now... Oh, I'm going to adjust this layer. Instead of naming it Motto Purple, it's Motto Purple Red, because I put all the red details on there on accident. Alright. And now for the last one, for Marotsuki's flat colors anyway, I'm going to label this one Motto Checkerboard, because we're going to do the black and white panels on here now. I'm going to start by doing the white ones, and I'm not going to do like 100% like white for these panels. Do 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 do. I also do have to erase part of the pink. No, actually I don't. Never mind. That's part of her sleeve. Okay. So we got the white panels first, and then I'm gonna do the black panels. And get that done. And once that's done, Marotsuki's flat colors will be done. Yay! Alright. Do 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 do. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, we now have Marotsuki flat colors finished. Now I'm gonna move on to Viola and take a look at her colors again. Where's that reference layer? There it is. Okay, so Viola is a lot simpler with her colors. She's got a little bit of like black up at the top for her straps. So we'll keep to the black that I had for Marotsuki's checkerboard. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Wait for it. Wait for it. No. 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 Okay. All right. And then she's got her apron is white, and then got blue and a red stripe. Oh, all right. Okay. So, oh wait. Her braids. What color were the ribbons? I think those are also red. Cool. We'll just stick to doing the red details last, like we did with Marotsuki. I'll start with Viola's straps. We'll call them Vio straps on this layer. And there's not a lot to color here, so I'll just freehand it instead of using the select tool. Alrighty. Get a small brush size to get in those corners. And it looks like I'll have to do some erasing on the hair layer, but that's okay. We got this. Easy fix. All right. There we go. And while it saves recovery information, I will wait just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Before we move on, and I'm gonna just pull the white from Madatsuki's checkerboard to do Viola's apron. And that's going to be a much bigger area than before. So we will be using the select tool again. Alright, let's brush size go. Woohoo! I really am unstoppable with this now, aren't I? The song Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now from Cats Don't Dance comes to mind. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now. It's like the finale song of that movie. Man, now I want to watch that movie again. What have I done to myself? Alrighty. Do. Here we go. And I know I'm doing it in smaller sections at the moment, but it will be worth it. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I'm gonna switch to a smaller size, and we'll get all the little crevices and stuff that I missed, because I know there's at least a section or two in here that I missed somewhere. There we go. And I mean, you are right, Mew. Occasionally, you will make yourself want to do something again after not having done it for a while, and so on and all that. You're asking me sweet or savory? I'm always going to opt for sweet snacks. Like 99.9% of the time, I will opt for sweet snacks. So, I will go with my gut and I will say go for sweet. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Alrighty. And there we go. Her apron's done. Now I want to do her skirt, which was, I believe, some sort of blue. Yes, it was in fact a blue with like a red stripe. Alrighty. I don't want to make that invisible. I want to make the reference layer invisible. Here we go. I didn't leave a whole lot of room for the skirt down at the bottom. I only did a couple of small panels. So I don't think I'll worry about the red stripe. As long as I get that blue color, I think we'll be fine. Alrighty. And now to finish her off, we'll do the red details like we did for Marotsuki, and then we'll move on to Aya's flat colors. We're making good progress, I think, on this. We're making good time. I'm not usually like super duper fast when it comes to drawing, especially when it comes to coloring or shading. I actually find myself to be notoriously slow. So I'm pretty proud of us for making some good progress right now, guys. We're doing it. We're making it happen. I mean, I know I definitely can be. Nickel knows this story, but when I was still taking classes in college, when I was just starting out in college, I started out after my associate's degree doing a game design degree, and I participated in order to learn how to better do like the game design and production process stuff. As an artist, I started participating in what are called game jams. And for those of you who don't know what game jams are, they are events where you get together with groups of people, and over a like 24 to 48 hour period, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, you work with a group of people to create a game. And I've participated in a few of these. I will have to, at some point, post some more about the games that I've made, because some of them came out pretty neat. I like them a lot, and I'm very proud of them. But I was always one of the artists on the teams that I participated with, and I, without even realizing it, because it took someone else telling me that this was happening, which I think, Nickel, it was you who told me, but it took who I believe to be Nickel telling me that I had gained a reputation among the other game developers in the game jams as like a freaking like art machine. That I apparently just like pumped art out so freaking fast. That like I definitely think it was either you or Trace who told me, maybe both. But I remember being told yeah, I remember being told that I had pumped out art assets so fast for these game jams that I scared some of the other people that I was working around with just how quickly I did it. And to be honest, like, what I remember most of these game jams was like being told what I needed to do, sitting in the little corner with my headphones on and whatever game or like anime soundtrack I felt like listening to at the time on repeat, and just going for it. I really genuinely thought I thought I was behind. I did. I really thought that I was behind that whole time that we were working. Like, I'm sitting here like I'm not getting this done on time. My assets, I'm so slow. I don't have all of the assets done that I need done right now. I really thought that I was behind the entire time I was working in that like 48-hour period. I've always thought of myself as a slow artist. I guess maybe I'm not. I don't know. I but I haven't like it's been a while since I've like sat down and seriously like drawn stuff like this as frequently as I used to back then. Cuz I used to draw almost every freaking day. Like I did it all the time. Uh and I'll admit, I eventually burnt myself out. And it was during some of these classes where I did these game jams as like extracurricular stuff where I seriously like burnt myself out so bad that I got anxiety attacks just from like looking at my tablet or trying to pick up the pen. Um, it was really bad. Um, but I've been working my way back into it because, like, as bad as the anxiety was and as awful as, like, it made me feel sometimes, like, drawing art has always been something I love to do and I love to be a part of and experience. And like Nickel, you're right. It is definitely okay to take breaks and to like slowly ease your way back into it if you're not feeling it. Like don't push yourself and overwork yourself and spend like nights after nights doing like all-nighters and stuff cuz it's not good for you. It's not. And I'm speaking from like super personal experience when I say that because I did that. I burnt myself out really bad and I regret it because for I went for over a year not drawing or like doing anything art wise. Um it took me over a year to get to a point where I felt comfortable enough to like start using that tablet again. Um and I really do regret that. Like I regret taking as much time as I did to get back into it. I feel like I was too slow and now I've got some catching up to do. Part of me feels like I let myself fall behind everybody else I was developing with at the time that I had stopped. But you also can't really look at it that way either. And I try not to. But like that thought is there, you know? Um, and I recognize that it's there and I accept that it's there. But I also try to work past it and around it because it's not good for me to think that way. I think I gotta keep going slowly and work my way back into art, reminding myself that it's something that I love and that I've always loved. But like, yeah, if I'm gonna sit here and preach and give a lesson that I'd want anybody to take away from this, it's that it's okay to stop and take a break every now and then. It's okay to not do a thing for a little while if you feel burnt out or tired. And sorry to get really heavy here out of like Mick freaking nowhere. But yeah, that's life lessons from Mezzo, I guess. uh, Yeah. I just things that I wish I was told, I guess. Is all it is really. Okay. But going through all of that, I am glad that I am now where I am, like getting back into art and drawing and doing the stuff that I love again. 'Cause yeah. Ah. I I think I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Mew. You don't have to save up a billion vacation hours to take a break. Like, to take an extended vacation, sure, maybe. But not to just take a break. Like, there's nothing wrong with calling out of work for like a mental health day. And like, I don't necessarily mean like take a break from like your job work when I say take a break from work, but like just from like if something makes you feel burnt out or tired, it's okay to like call in sick and take an extra day to like rest and recover. I genuinely believe that, and like I think more people should, because your mental health is just as important as like your physical health, and it needs to be taken care of with just as much care. So like I don't think you need a ton of vacation hours. I think you just need to recognize if you're feeling burnt out or like tired and need that break. And if you need that break, to just take the initiative and take it. And like, again, this is coming from somebody who has a lot of anxiety about like calling out and doesn't like doing that sort of thing. Um, but like, I believe that it's something that people need to start being more okay with as like a whole. Because like, there's only so much a person can take before it hurts them way too much. And I'm sorry that it made it like wound up working out that way for you. I'm sorry that it took that long for you to recover. Um, but if you needed it, you needed it, and I'm glad that you took it because clearly it needed to happen. Um, but yeah, I just I am a firm believer that people should normalize taking breaks and like taking care of yourself when you need to. Just even if it's like if it's just like a couple extra minutes or a day or two to just like decompress and back away from a situation and be like, okay, can I handle this right now? No. Then I need to stop, sort of thing. And that's your personal prerogative, I think. I understand the idea that not everybody is like comfortable with calling out unless like they feel a certain way or don't feel a certain way or certain conditions are met. And I understand the feeling of like feeling like you're letting everybody down. Um, but I really truly genuinely think that like we as a society need to be more comfortable with the idea of like people taking breaks for their mental health. Because again, your mental health is just as important as your physical health and can even affect your physical health, like if you're not careful with it. Uh, Snowball is white, but I don't want to color him the same exact white as Aya's apron. So I'm over here screaming internally. You're just gonna blend in, Snowball. It's okay. When I shade you, you'll look a little bit different. But yeah, I don't mean to be like argumentative or like debate the idea of like taking care of your mental health versus like retaining job security or anything like that. I just these are my opinions. Um and I just feel like stating them. That's all it is, really. As like a summary on the subject. I just think that people deserve to and should take better care of themselves. Like physically and mentally and emotionally. You know? We deserve to be treated with more care and respect than this world treats us with, I think. And if we don't show ourselves and each other that care and respect, if we don't show it to ourselves first, then who else is going to show it to us, right? Ah, my music stopped again. That's okay, Nickel. Thank you for letting me know. Mm, where we go? Where are we going with this? Come here. I see. I see. I recognize why it stopped. Uh, alrighty. Uh, hold on. Alright. Give it just a second. Just a second.
The rocket equation.
Oh no, here we go. Okay.
No astronaut launches for space
So,
with their fingers crossed.
I have come to
That's
discover
not how we deal with
that I'm gonna have to do something different with
what I
my
learned
sound.
From 21 years as an astronaut
Because I'll be completely honest with you, and I can't stop this in any way, shape, or form, which sucks.
is that the more you know, the less you fear. The reason
Alright. I'm gonna get rid of this source. I'm gonna get rid of this source. Okay, so I'll admit I was using a YouTube playlist. To do audio, and it's not quite working the way I wanted it to. Oh, the playlist didn't end, unfortunately. Alrighty. Hold on just a moment. Let's see if I can, Can you guys hear the music now? Hmm. So I've been using a YouTube playlist to play music. Okay, so window capture's not working. Got it. Okay. And the video for me, the browser that I'm capturing doesn't have ads going, but for some reason when I capture it, it like sets it up like a new page in OBS. And it starts it up as if like it's a brand new page that has ads. Which is really weird. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know how to have it capture my desktop sound. I don't actually have working speakers on my desktop, I will admit. All of my audio is coming from either a browser source or from my headset. I'm still learning how to set this up. I'm still learning how to set this up. Well, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just get together a playlist that isn't from YouTube so we don't have to worry about ads next time. Okay. Here we go. I think I've got the music back and playing now after a slight delay. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. I think the music is back for now. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I gotta do a little more erasing around Snowball's ear. And we have our flat colors, guys. Hooray! And we have music. All right. Awesome. Whew. Okay, so now, oh man. Okay. I really, really want to try to finish this on stream. So I will do my best to. In the event that I don't. In the event that I do not, in fact, finish this today on stream here and now. I will definitely, at the very least, when it is done, post it online. Okay. Alright. Here here we go. Gonna start doing a light little bit of shading here. And I'm doing a little bit of like painted shading. I learned from a friend the other day how they do their shading. And it was really helpful, I think, to like learn and incorporate into my own, because it came out pretty cool when I did it. So I'm just gonna go with what I learned and just start here and there. Alrighty, here we go. Da 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 da. Alright. The blur tool is my best friend. Is absolutely my best friend. Not that big a best friend though. Hold on. I need a slightly smaller best friend. Alrighty. Do 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 do. I think the hotkey for that is J. Yeah. Do 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 do. Alrighty. Ooh. It's just gonna be me blending colors for a little bit. Is how I'm gonna be shading the skin and just playing around with the opacity from there afterwards. Just as a heads up to you guys. Alright, and let's make this smaller as well. Maybe a little bigger right here. Do 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 do. Oh no. How did I? What key was that? Oh no. What am I doing? Ah! I hit a key and something happened and I'm not sure what happened, but it did. But it did. All right. Here we go. These things happen though, it's okay. Okay, and J, let's do some blending. My blender changed. Oh no. I don't know what happened. Oh no, I don't know what happened with my blending tool. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this sucks. My blender was perfect. I don't know what happened. Oh, now I'm really mad. Oh man. Ah, reset to default. There we go. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that'll help. No, it did not. I don't know what happened. Oh. This really sucks. Darn it. Guess I'll just play with it and see what happens. Man. That's a little better. That's a little bit better. Okay, I think it was... It's okay. I appreciate you wanting to help. It's a trial and error now to fix this, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. I pressed a button and then things went wonky for a quick second and yeah. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think I've gotten it to come back, for the most part. It's similar to what I had before, I think. I think. Alright, I definitely want the brush to be softer, that's for sure. Oh well. It's okay. It's okay. We will adjust. We will adjust, friends. We will adjust and we will improvise. And it will be alright. We'll make it through. It's kind of working alright, so I'll go for it. I'll go with it, you know? Just alright, now we're gonna get a little bit... We're gonna get a little bit purple here, guys. Alrighty. Okay, let's try this. It's not blending as well as I would have liked it to. Yeah, oh. Oh. Alright, well, I guess we're not using that tool anymore. Oh. That's really discouraging, actually. Okay. I'll use a slightly different method of shading. A little bit. Well, I'm sorry guys. I'm actually really, really upset by this. It was the blend brush. It's literally the blend tool. I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I have something else that I can do for some lighter shading for now. But I'm really sorry to disappoint, guys. I probably am not gonna finish this tonight. But I'll do a little bit with it, at least, so I have a little bit of something to show, you know? I'm sorry. This is really, really disappointing. I don't know what happened. I wish I did, because that just mucks up the entire... Oh. I hate that I relied heavily enough on that tool that it, like, literally mucks up my entire process. Oh. It sucks, because I would even use the blend tool to shape these gradients that I'm working on normally. Alright, well, like I said, I'll at least do a little bit with this. Okay. I can at least do a little bit of something with this. It's not gonna be much, and it's not gonna be great, but it's something. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, that was not where I wanted that gradient to go. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you, Nickel. I unfortunately, just from reading the comment, don't understand immediately what you're trying to tell me. But I have other methods that I used to use to blend before I started using that particular tool, so I'll utilize them a little bit. I'll utilize the gradients, and I'll utilize I used the wet bleed blender on the paintbrush a lot when I first started using Clip Studio. So I'm gonna try doing that. And I'll hit you up like after stream or at some point before my next drawing stream to maybe go over your shading and blending method a little bit. Just so I can get a better idea of it maybe. Because I would like to know more of it, because maybe that will help. Yeah, gradient shading has definitely helped me out quite a bit. So I have come to rely on it a little bit, and I mean, as you can see, it looks pretty decent. Technology is just not my friend, guys. It's just not. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright. Go. We'll shade Aya's skin next. Alrighty. Do-do-do-do. Alrighty. Okay, cool. All right, I like how this is coming out. This is all right. We're making it happen, guys. We're making it happen. We're working through it. The show must go on, right? Discouraging and disappointing as it is, the show must go on. Alright, let me use the wet blade a little bit just to shape that. Or actually no, it was soothing watercolor that I used a little bit of. That helps a bit. Okay. Alright, we got this. We got this, guys. We got this. Making it work. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. All right. Cool. Now for Viola. Okay. Okay. Let's get your ear first. Do a nice simple small part first. To test the... Alright, I kind of really like that, actually. Okay. We'll get your face now. Alrighty. Do. Okay. Gradient tool, come back, be my friend. Nope, don't be that friendly. right. We're making this work. I think this is gonna turn out pretty okay. We will be relying very heavily on the gradient shader, though. Oh boy. But hey, gradients are fun. Gradients are good. Alright. Listen, gradient shader does work. I'm not saying it doesn't. I literally can't say that it doesn't because I'm literally sitting here using it right now. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Okay. Alright, and then just one more arm and we're done shading the skin. Ah! We're getting there. We're making it happen. Alright. Okay. I'm thinking that looks pretty alright, if I say so myself. Now, let's shade the eye whites. Oh, the gradient shader and multiply just became my best friend. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Alrighty. Okay. Make that a little bit more obvious. There we go. And now 2 more eyes. It's almost as if we have 2 pairs of them. She said to no one in particular because it wasn't funny at all. Alright. Okay, here comes one of my favorite parts of shading, actually. We'll start with Viola's eyes since we're right here. I did this pretty recently, actually, with another piece of art that I was working on for something else. Wow, where are my words? What was I doing first? Okay. Like the details in the eyes, I did all completely with shading. And most of it was done with the gradients, actually. So, I can mimic that here. and I'm really happy about it. Okay, there we go. And then, actually, we'll leave that at multiply. I need a new layer at, I believe I put this one at screen with the same color. I'll do that right there. Just a little subtle color difference down at the bottom. And then another layer in multiply. And I'm gonna need the wet bleed for this one. I think I'll use the regular G pen for this because that one gives me a nice shape. All right. Let's try the blender and see if it wants to cooperate with me in the way I need it right now. It kind of worked. It kind of worked, so I'll just leave it at that. Okay, and one more layer, and this one's gonna be set to glow. What is happening? Oh! I see. I see what's happening here. I forgot to set this as a clipping layer. That's my bad. Okay. All right. Go. All right. There we go. That was the desired effect that I wanted. Perfect. Oh, this is cool too. Look at this, guys. Look at how cool those eyes look. I'm so happy with them now. Yay! Okay, let's go do the same exact thing with Aya's eyes. All right. Save your recovery information, Clip Studio. I got eyes to paint. Thank you, Nickel. I appreciate it. All right. We're gonna do the same exact thing with Aya's eyes and make them real pretty. So what I did to actually explain this now, instead of very quietly going, okay, I like that, is I started off by doing a clipping layer over the base color, and setting that to multiply and doing a gradient from the top like down to about the middle. And then I did another clipping layer on the screen effect and did a gradient going up towards the middle, or up towards like a quarter way up the eye, I guess. And then a third layer, clipping layer still. This one is also set to multiply. And this one's going to be for the pupils. And I just drew a circle in the middle of each eye as evenly as I could, which is what I'm doing right here. Gonna make this a little more even. Move it over ever so slightly. Okay, I think that's good. No, now it's lopsided. It was even before. Okay. But after that, after drawing the pupils in, I went and used the blending tool to blend them a little bit, just around the edges. And then for the last layer, this is all using the same like base color, just set to different filters. With the last layer, I did a glow layer and just kind of like doodled in some details for like the shines. And then used the soothing watercolor to like take this shine and blur it in a little bit more, and to get these around the edges. And then I went back with the pen in a much smaller brush size, like 1 or 1.5, and just very, very lightly sketched lines all the way around. It's like you don't want to go over them too many times because you don't want them to be like super bright. You want them to be very faint. It's like really light sketch. Lines coming from the center of the eye all the way out. And that's how I did the eyes just now. Which I think they came out pretty freaking good. So I'm pretty darn happy with that. Alright, I'm gonna shade this mouth real fast. Because it's on its own little layer over here. Alrighty. New eye style, yeah! I'm actually pretty happy with it. Alright. Let's see. The checkerboard is the next layer that I have here going up that we're gonna shade, because I'm going from the bottom of the like list of layers we did flat colors in and just going up from there. So now we got the checkerboard, which is black and white, so there's not a lot of shading that needs to get done on that. So I think I'll just do like a little bit of a gray. What? Oh, I see. There was a little bit of white on the purple and red layer. That's what happened. Why is my eraser so big? We don't need it to be that big in here. No siree, Bob. Oh no, it was on the sweater layer that I did that white. Or was it? What is going on? Where is that white coming from? Where is that coming from? Did I just not color that? Oh, actually, I might not have. I might just have not colored that. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's what that was. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Let's try using a little bit of the soothing watercolor brush to even out the shadow here. Maybe a little bit of a gradient. Oh no, whoops. Okay, For that part at least. For this part, let's go ahead and do something a bit closer to like true black and do a little bit of a gradient there. There we go. It's not much, but that's shaded. Alright, now for the purple. I think I'm just going to leave the red alone and not worry about that for now. But the purple I do definitely want to shade a bit. Like I want to do the insides of the pleats of her skirt. Because we want to show a little bit of depth here. Because, yeah. Do 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 do. Alright. And maybe just a little bit over the lines on the edges of the pleats, actually. Yeah. I think we could do that too. Do 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 do. Okay. And listen, Blender, I'm relying on you to not completely screw this up. Don't screw this for me. Okay. Let's use a little bit of the soothing watercolor to smooth that out a little bit more. Do 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 do. Okay. I think I about like where that is with the skirt, I think. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I kind of like where that is. Now for this, make this nice and easy. Gradient. There we go. Alrighty. So got that. And now we can shade the sweater. Alrighty. I'm gonna do the same thing we've been doing for everything else. Just a little bit of gradient. And life is good. Nope, not that angle. Nope. Okay. Do 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 do. Slowly but surely we're getting this done, guys. Slowly but surely. Do 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 do. All right. I think if I just go in circles long enough with the blend tool, it'll eventually do what I want. Kind of. So I'm attempting it and seeing where it goes. Worst case scenario, I can just use the soothing watercolor because that never fails me. Alrighty. Here we go. Something a tad more complicated. All right. Where is that watercolor brush? All right. And it's kind of going okay. It's It's not as nice or as even as I would like it to be completely honest with you. But it's kind of working all right. It's all right. It's all right for now. Alrighty. Alrighty. It's coming along, yeah. That's a good way to put it, Nickel. It's coming along. It's coming along. Alright. I actually think I'm gonna, just to finish a character, gonna skip a step and do some shading for Monotsuki's hair instead of going on to the next thing up the line. All right. Okay, heck. I don't want to get Aya's hair in there, so I need to fix the box a little bit to make it not so boxy. That was not what I meant to do. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh wait, forgot to set that as a clipping layer. Okay. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Right. And go slightly darker on that. There's a method to this, I promise. I know it just looks like I'm drawing a bunch of random little lines. Which, oh boy, wow. I could not see that in real time. That's really laggy. Okay. Alright, alright. What do you think I'm gonna do, Nickel? What do you think? What do you think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna blur. Nickel gets it. Nickel got it. Nickel got it. Yeah, it's just supposed to give it... It's just supposed to give it a little bit more texture. Just a little bit more texture, you know? In this house, we simulate texture. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you weren't wrong. They are hair strands. They're just more of a simulation of hair strands than, like, actual, like, individual strands, because oh boy, would that take forever, and is that something I definitely don't want to have to do. Okay. Hold on. 2 seconds. Alrighty, here we go. Let's blur that one more time. All right. And for the last little bit, actually, that's not working the way I want it to. All right. Blend brush. My mortal enemy. Because that's what you've become now. Oh, now you want to work the way I want you to. LOL. Okay. Okay. I'm going to save all that. And Marotsuki is done. One character done. One character done. Alright, I am actually, unfortunately, getting a little tired. And it's a little bit later than I had anticipated running stream. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to finish this today, but it doesn't look like I will. So, what I think I'm gonna do, actually, instead of finishing it like off stream and saving it to post for afterwards, I am gonna go ahead and finish this up the next time that we stream. So next week, Wednesday, I will work on finishing this art piece and hopefully get it done then. And then the following Friday, we will start our next game playthrough, hopefully. So I think that's gonna be the plan, guys. We're gonna save this for now, and we're gonna go ahead and finish it next week, Wednesday. Just so we can get it done on stream and y'all can see what it looks like before I forget to post it and never upload it. No, I'm gonna upload it, I promise. But we're just gonna finish it on Wednesday first instead. So I'm gonna stop here for now with Marotsuki as done as I think I'm gonna make her. And Aya and Viola about partway done. We'll finish the two of them and add a background and some extra sparkle next week. And before we go and finish our stream for today, guys, I hope you could hear the clap. I have a fun little announcement that I'm gonna make really fast. So, in my introductory stream that I did about a month ago, a little over a month ago, maybe at this point, about a month ago, I had mentioned that one of the things that I really, really want to do on this channel, that I actually haven't done anything for yet, is music. I like singing, and I want to write my own original music, and I want to do song covers, and I want to post videos and do like music related content on this channel more often. So in order to kind of get my feet wet into doing that and getting some extra content other than my streams up for you guys, once a month, as of right now, once a month, I'm going to be posting song covers for you guys to listen to, separate videos from my streams, that that are either song cover videos, or when I eventually have my own original songs written completely and figured out, my own original music content. But for this month, it's going to be a cover video. And after this stream is done and before the night is over tonight, I will have that first video posted. It'll always be on the last stream of the month that I'll be posting these music videos, starting today. So keep an eye out for it, because it's going to be up tonight after I end stream. I just have a little bit more to finish the video with, and then I will post it. But that'll definitely be up tonight here on my YouTube channel, and I will advertise a link to it on my Twitter as well. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to it. I'm not going to tell you which song I'm covering first. Just know that yeah, it'll be up later. But yeah, surprise. That's what I'm going to be doing. And that was my special little announcement for tonight. But yeah, with that's a wrap on today, I think. Like I said before, we'll finish this next week, Wednesday, when we officially get to May. It's gonna be May. And I will have the first song cover for the channel posted later tonight. But for now, good morning, good evening, good noon, good night, whatever time it is. I'm Mezzonysus. It was good to see you guys again. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It would be really, really helpful to the channel, and a really, really nice thing to do. But yeah, I am awkwardly signing out yet again, because I still haven't figured this out. All right, take it easy, y'all. See you next time, next week, Wednesday. And bye-bye.